Good morning, ma'am. My name is Isaiah Lorenzo here. I am from DHCM program. Today, I and my teammate will be interviewing a operation manager from Prime Artesa, and this is my team member over here.
Hi, I am Logesh Suresh. I am from DIM via MSU, and today we are asking you some questions related to your company product, procedure, and challenge and operations strategies. Mm.
As for starters, today we have Miss Tanushini over here, our operation manager from Prime Artesa. Miss, can you like just give a little intro of you?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Isaiah. Good morning,
Good
Logesh.
morning, Miss.
My name is Tanushini. You all can call me Tanu. It's fine. So my company nature is called Prime Artisa, where we customize woodwork, where we do all the renovation, whether it's for residential projects, that is for housing, or commercial project, clinic, barber shop, etc., etc. We customize according to customers' vision. That means we do it according to what the client wants. So usually we play with a lot of material type, a lot of interior designing, a lot of customized furnitures and built-in cabinets. So that is what we specialize in. So I'm acting as the head of operations for Prime Artesa. So good morning, everyone, for giving me this opportunity.
No, I should be actually thanking you for giving us this opportunity to like handle this project. But okay, let's just start off. You just gave us a brief like introduction about what your company is about, but let's just go straight away into like how do you manage raw materials or inputs required for production? Like how do you like bring it
Okay.
in or where do you get them from?
So before I go into the production, so let me just tell you that this company started up in 2022. That is 2 years ago, and it was known as Satria Amas. It started up as Satria Amas, where we take subcontracts from contractors. Example, Matrix. So when Matrix comes up with a housing project, so people will go and buy the house, but usually they want to customize the inside of their house. There's always an interior design who comes and tell, okay, this is where you should put your TV cabinet. This is where you should put your kitchen cabinet. This is how your master room should look like. So what we do is we provide them the solution. That means we build what they see, everything using wood. So usually we play with the main kind of wood. We have melamine, we have blockboard, we have formica, and the numbers of wood material goes on. So how we deal with raw materials is number one, the first things first is we ask the client the measurement of the area, the surface area that they want to build their cabinet or they want to build their furniture. So once we take the measurement, the next step is we ask them, what do you want? So we work with suppliers also, such as Digitango, Lendercore, Top Mix. Now, in the construction side, these are very big names where they provide us the laminate, the cover for the top of the wood.
Oh, that
Obviously, we're not
white
going to put
color,
the
that
wood
very like clear type of thing. Okay, okay.
exactly. So usually we use materials like, okay, let me just show you what we have working with Top Mix. This is our raw material. Let me just show you. So the Top Mix gives you high pressure laminate. Why we call it high pressure laminate is because it doesn't get affected if you spill water. These are all products where we keep durability. That means we can use this product for more and more and more years to come. You don't build today, then tomorrow you cannot use anymore in it. No, this is for long lasting purposes. So usually the first product we have in Top Mix. So let me just turn this camera for you to see my PC. All right. So this is called high pressure laminate, HPL. So in the HPL, usually the materials is such that, okay, wall panel. So somebody wants to build a wall like this. So what they provide us is, I'll share the folder for you later. Yeah. Usually this comes in a book where
Okay.
the client can actually feel the material. Like if you see,
Oh,
this is one laminate. This is called Minsk ash. It means the color and the material of it. And this is called dazzle because of the material is a little bit geometrical.
mm-mm.
And then we have Medgard, and it just goes on. The endless selection goes on with varieties of colors. See, this is marble. These are all marble stones, Monza marble.
Oh,
Some people would like,
okay.
yeah, moonstone terrazzo. So what we do is, this is why measurement is very important and client's idea is very important. And because we have books where you can touch the surface, because our material doesn't only consist of looking good, you can even feel the material according
So
to
that
how
so
uh,
that so that you guys can bring out what the customer really needs and like feel very pleased with what they're picking out. Okay, okay.
correct. In our company, we call it aesthetic. We follow the client's aesthetic. You're on mute.
Now Logesh,
I want to ask about how many workers are topical involved in the produce process and how are the tasks involved.
Okay. So usually, once we get the measurement and the idea from the client and we have finalized the materials and obviously the budget, budget very important, how much the client wants to spend, everything is costing. So what is the next step we do is, so we consist of around 10 10 workers. Okay. So we work very closely with foreign workers who does the construction site, the workmanship that they do. So obviously they're all credible workers and they work very well with this material. So what we do is we segregate. You see, when we do one product, we don't need more than 5 or more than 3% to finish up our job because everything will be settled in the factory first. That's why measurement is important. So
so
once
like
everything is built,
Go
it's
and fix only
pre
lah.
it's like pre-fixed and then it comes back to you. Okay, okay.
yes. So we don't need a very big circle of workers. So whatever is in the factory, the workers will uh, create it and customize it. Then we use a logistic. We have a driver, a logistic that
Mm-mm.
adds on to the number. So the logistic will send the product to the house, and then we have like 3 or 4 people working on one project. Usually in a week we have multiple projects happening, 4 to 5 projects. So what we do is we put them in shift. So we have a
Oh,
project manager. We have a project manager that actually monitors all this coordination. So the project manager is
Understand?
always on the field work. He doesn't work in the office, he works on the field. And
Okay.
then we have our treasury, our monetary secretary. That is, he's in charge of making the account. Have you heard of the bookmaker, the one who makes the account, the one who manages the money in the company account?
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
yes, so we have someone for that. And we also have our in-house accountant. So the accountant is working internal and external auditing. So she does the internal operations accounts as well as the external accounting to be submitted to the audit office since we are a Sundaram Berhad company. And then you have the directors. We have 3 directors in the company. And
Okay.
obviously the head of operations, where I be the middle person to the board and from the operations. So I'm like the middle person up and down. So this is
Like
how
you deal with uh understand.
cus- customer and
So like
there's not much technical
it
term.
was a very good explanation of what you just gave out. But and yeah, it also
And
seems interesting, like if it comes to the
let me add
customers
on.
and stuff.
Let me add on that we also have people in JB, because our company
Oh,
supplies all the way from JB. down to Negeri Sembilan. So
So
we
it's
basically
pretty
have,
very high quality. Okay. Understand. All right. Okay. And yeah, okay. Let's just say if you have a defect, like let's just say when like the staff members or the granny are like working like renovating or furnituring the place. Let's just say if they created a defect like a slight damage to the place, what do you do about it, or how do you handle that situation?
okay. First of all, it's not a clerk or a staff that does the damage. Let me correct you there, Isaiah. The workmanship, that means the
Okay.
workers, the contractors does this mistake. Usually the admin side paperwork, that is very small mistake that we can cover. But this is customers' product. They spend a lot of money. Costing is very high. So we are answerable for every damage that happens during constructing certain objects. So recently we had an issue where when the customer was, I'll show you, I'll send you that also, I'll show you. When customer was building the cabinet, kitchen cabinet, what happened is the cabinet glass chipped. The
Oh,
cabinet's glass chipped. Let me show you. Let me show you. Yeah, can you see? The
uh,
cabinet glass
Oh,
chipped. Okay.
okay.
So, so what we do is we have to take responsibility on this kind of damages because this cannot fall under the client. So what we will immediately do is we take a picture, we take a video of the damaged goods, we find the person who produced that stove. Usually stove and other accessories customer likes to buy elsewhere. If it comes from us, it's good lah, but if they come from elsewhere, we find who is the supplier to it and we purchase a brand new one, but we always quality check and see whether it is the exact brand of the chipped material. And we will try to replace it within 3 to 4 working days. So we try to minimize problems. Yeah, we always do it very fast. So this is how we manage problems at work during construction site. Yeah.
Understand. Logesh, it's your turn.
um, what is your biggest challenge you face in management to produce product?
Okay. Usually, to be very open, producing product don't produce too much of a problem because it's standardized. You already know the measurement, you already draw the interior design, already draw for you, you're already building it. So usually the problems that we challenges lah, not problems, the challenges we usually face is people management, timing. Sometimes the logistics will take time. We want them to come at 9, but they come around 10. So we have to manage people, see quality people. And mostly operations, since I am more to the operation sides, the biggest challenges for me is obviously people management because timing problem number one, and then we have discipline problem where they give you a task, but the deliverables that comes to the table always delay. So we have to wait, we have to keep following up. So when we spend energy on following up on one person, the other person's work get delayed. You see, people management. So I think this speaks for all the company, not only construction and production company. So I
Yeah.
think it's a challenge. It's a challenge of everyday challenge. It's something that we cannot predict. So patience lah, patience, a lot of patience and a lot of system. We have to come up with a system. So that's the only way we try to keep our control our quality of the company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing. How long does it usually take to like finish a whole contract, like a whole fully renovated house? How long does it take?
Okay. Also back to depending on the size of the project. So like you said, if it's a house, a full house, we usually quote them 30 days to be safe. We finish quite fast, but sometimes the plus and minus we cannot go
Just like
and
you said with
rush.
the time management and everything, and then the defects and all. Okay, understand.
So it's 30 days. We always tell our clients 30 days. But if it's a bigger project, it takes a more longer time. If it's a smaller project, only one cabinet, then maybe 14 days, 2 weeks, two
Bigger,
working days. Yeah.
Okay, bigger project as in like
So recently
because
we got, yeah, yeah.
because if you ask me, a bigger project is like doing a house for me is already a bigger project. So like if it's way more bigger than that, I'm not sure what you
Ah,
ah
we have bigger projects. The residential is a very small scale compared to commercial projects like clinic. Usually they want to change
oh
the whole
okay
plot to a
okay
whole clinic. So we provide everything. So that kind of project usually takes, because clinic, they got their own SOP. The door has to
Mm.
be such that the X-ray cannot go out, whatever is inside. So they have their specific material type which we have to supply from specific suppliers. So usually this will take about a turnover time of maybe 4 to 5 months. If it's a bigger clinic, maybe 6 months, you know and also where the location is also very important. If it's very far, then it takes a quite a time to complete the turnover complete until
Mhm.
we got the project
Understand,
done.
understand.
That's why I said bigger scale is different. Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Logesh.
Um, for me, uh, what the point of checking the quality?
Okay. The point of checking the quality is to ensure the customer keeps coming back, and we build really a trust on the customer, where they refer. Okay, you want to build a house? This person very good. You know, Even when we buy a normal common phone, when we use phone or any product, even the glasses that you're wearing, there's a reason why we pay the money, because we ensure the quality is to the standard of the pricing that we have quoted. So obviously, when we quote the price very high, we expect the quality to be equivalent to the amount. So what we do is, that's why there's always a quality check in the company. That's why we have a list where once we have completely renovated the whole house, we don't straight away hand it over to the client. The project manager will have a checklist checking everything. Example, not only broken things sometimes the inside the cupboard, sometimes the glue is like coming out of the you know like
Okay.
Hmm.
the
Extra.
you know the then, like, they go and put the wood, right? Sometimes the wood will kembang like that or come out like that.
Oh,
It's
oh.
not straight. So these are all
Okay.
quality checks. For other people it's very small, but for us, that is people's money is coming into it. They're paying for it. So we always have a project manager to check all in detail. So when we hand over to the customer, the quality is to the standard of their paying. So that is why we always make sure quality checking is very important.
Understand,
Thank you.
understand. Okay. All right. That was a very good brief, like explanation of what you would do. What was the point of like checking for the quality? Okay. Other than that, uh, what what are the common problems that can disrupt the production process? Like, let's just say if it doesn't come, let's just say the materials are finished, or like it is finished, like they don't have that material. What would you do at that time? Like what are you gonna give a reason to the customers?
Okay. So usually, to minimize this problem, we always check the stock to ensure that whichever materials that we are going to suggest to this specific customer, we always ensure that we have the product on hand, or the supplier have the product on hand. Let's say in a case where they don't have the product, that is why we give them a longer time period to complete the project. So what we will do is, we will do the other construction first while waiting for this particular product to be supplied. So usually if we want this supply by Thursday or by Friday. So what the production company will do is give us a time frame. Okay, you'll get this product in 3 days. You get this product in 4 days. So we always, that's why when we do the quotation, we always play with the dates. We put it longer so that everything is concluded into this number. So we no need to go and explain to the customer what you have, we don't have lah. Because that is a reputation problem on our brand. We try
True
not to
also.
say to the customer that we don't have.
Mm-mm.
Even we don't have also, we will play with the dates. Give us some time. We don't even say give us some time. We got. Then we come back to the operations. Then the staff will stock check. Will do the problems here. So we try to do all backhand job lah. Mostly backhand job happens. So yeah, this is how we try to control that challenge that you mentioned earlier.
Okay, understand.
Okay. In case the machine is breakdown and the material is delivery late, how you handle that? You give
Again.
that material to other person to do that?
Yes, I understand your question. Okay, so machine breakdown. Okay, number one, the only machine that we use is a CNC cutting board where we cut the wood. The wood just cuts the wood into a slice. So that machine is a heavy duty machine. So the probability of it getting spoiled at random time is very less, because the workers who operates the machine will know the capacity of the machine. Okay, the machine is running like a phone. When the phone started glitching a bit, we will know, okay, something is wrong with the phone. The phone doesn't immediately shut off. So same goes to this kind of machinery. They always have a backup generator where if there's something wrong with the machine, something else is still working. So we still have time to make it right. And also the delay of product, also the same. So since we know this kind of problems will come, as an operational manager, it's important for you to learn risk management. So when risk management come in, what we do is we predict these problems earlier, so we play with the dates. So like I've explained to Isaiah earlier, this kind of challenges, how we cope up is we don't show it to the client. We will not show it to the person outside. It's a backhand job. So we increase the dates in the quotation. So when we give the client the quotation, we will put a longer date. So eventually the client will not feel like, oh, they're delaying because they don't have the product. What the client will think is, oh, they're delaying because they have to customize my work. You see the impression. So this is how we manage that issue that you have told me, Lokesh. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, another thing that I wanted to ask was, how do you do you use any apps to manage whoever works or whatever, like however, like let's just say you're doing a quotation or like you're going to do a floor plan or a blueprint. Is there any apps do you use, or is it just you are going to use it like you're going to build it up on your own?
Okay. Actually, every base of job have to be the data entry of the job has to come manually, have to come from the front. But if you look at the systematic side of the company to make it fast, what we do is the accounts, obviously they use the auto count system to manage their system. So at the end of every quarter, the system brings out the report. So all the job the accountant has to do is just tally the balance sheet of the score. And when it comes to supplier part is also the same. There's always a core system that we can pre-order and keep track and everything. But there'll also be a manual checkbook for us to keep in check whether is it aligned with what we actually do. Because as much as AI is extremely smart, they still need a human to operate the functions. So I think that is where we use both lah. So there's a manual guide and there's also an app guide, a program. Yeah.
Thank you. Logesh, another one. Let me just-
In future, you will update a new process to produce your product,
Yes,
like
obviously, that's where we have the growth and expansion plans, where we have to upgrade ourselves according to the generational modernization of the current situation. Everything is being upgraded, so obviously there is always a plan to upgrade the company and expansion, because since we have to keep track of projects not only around in this radius, We have it all the way from Malacca, JB, KL, you know. So yes, we call it a one truth system, where we always try to modernize and keep ourselves upgraded to the power of the generational upgradation. So I think quality wise, the company will not compromise lah. So far, if you can see, we don't compromise on the quality. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as for the last question, have you
Mhm.
made any like recent improvements to your products or anything like you like it was giving a problem to you and then you like had it solved it? Is there anything new that you did it recently?
Um, Work-wise, anything new? Okay, since we are from a customized cabinetry or carpentry company, everything we do is new. That means our product is never the same. We do not sell the same thing to client because everyone have their own unique ideas, right? So every project is a challenge. There are some clients they want the moon half, the mirror to be half, but there are some clients who want a quarter moon, so that is customized. We need to get the measurement done. There are customers who wants everything to look like wood. There are customers who want everything to look like stone. You see? So every project is a challenge. So what we do is that's why a discussion is very important among the project manager and the client and the person in charge. Why? Because they have to really sit and talk and finalize what they want. And the materials that I show you, that is just one type. There's a vast amount of things you can show to your customer. So there is a zero, how do you say? There's a zero chances of nothing to be not challenging. Everything is a challenge, especially when it comes to pricing, especially when it comes to designing, you know, how to put, how to put the soft hinges. Every small details is a challenge. So somehow we just go through lah. We just go through. We just play around and we get things done.
Understand,
But
understand.
every project is a challenge. Yeah.
Like it ensures that you have a lot of varieties of options for the customers. Okay, that was a very good
To
uh,
solve. Yes, to solve.
yeah,
Correct.
that was a very
Mm.
good explanation of your company. And now, okay, there was some set of questions that we asked, which you gave us your time for us to like briefly explain about your company and everything. And thank you very much from both of us for giving us your time. And yeah, that's all from us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Anuka.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, Isaiah and Logis, for this wonderful sharing time.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.